People who say what we're doing is wrong, I'd like them to come up with, well, what should we do then? If you've got a better idea, because I'm in.
Hello.
Oh, hello. So I'm in court tomorrow, did you know that?
Yes, I was ringing about that to see how you're feeling about it.
All right, fine, but if you don't hear from me, you can assume I'm being sent down.
What's the worst case scenario?
6 months. Might get acquitted, is the plan.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for that.
Absolutely. So how's Poppy? How's parenthood?
She went to the dentist today.
Rather just a boil than be dead.
You are under arrest, okay, for the offences I told you, of threatening the highway. My necessity for the arrest is to prevent you, of course, of threatening this highway. You do not have to say anything, however it may harm your defense. If you do not mention in questions something which later lie in court, anything you do say may be given as evidence. Time of arrest, 13:31.
Right, I'm going to just practice my talk now and just see how long it takes. My name is Swallow. It's the name I've chosen in my activism life to protect my identity and as a daily reminder of why I'm doing what I do. I'm a single mother with 4 children and 3 grandchildren, the 4th due in February. I've always had a heightened concern for the damage we're doing to wildlife. When I was little, I determined to do my bit to save our disappearing habitats. I was a founder member of Greenpeace and have petitioned and marched all my life. And that's only 6.5 minutes. Is the flow a bit more? Hi Miranda, you there? No sound, can't hear you, is that me? There you go.
Hi there.
Hi,
Hello.
how you doing?
Tony and I are both on tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's nice for us in a way because we'll see what happens to you lot.
The test subjects.
Yeah.
Can I just check, are we getting the same judge? Do we know?
Don't know.
Because different cases I've been involved in, there's been 20 of us tried at different times.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing. Some of the organisers got off. Somebody else the next day was guilty. Somebody else in the afternoon was not guilty. So honestly, it was over a 5-day period with different. So I honestly,
No
that's
guarantee.
what makes me, it doesn't. You just have to say your truth as genuinely as you can, and they're going to decide what they're going to decide.
Yeah.
Every time I try and read out my statement, I just break down. So
Just your truth, isn't it? It's how you feel about it all.
Well,
I mean,
it's just very emotional, isn't it?
How could it not be? You know, I mean, I've swerved from fury to total despair and upset and all those things, and kind of, I think that's why I had such difficulty writing it, because I thought I can't bring myself to say all this about the end of the world.
I'm looking forward to this being over.
I want to be found not guilty.
Well, yeah, ideally, yeah.
Okay, well, all the very best. I'll be thinking of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for organising, Swallow.
Bye-bye,
Cheers.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. Our wildlife is taking hit after hit with the extreme cold, the wind, the drought, the floods and the rain. Numbers have more than halved and many species are now threatened with extinction. I've always had swallows nesting in my garage. It used to be one of the biggest highs of my life to hear the birds singing joyfully as they flew around my house throughout spring and summer. 2 years ago, my birds didn't return. 2 silent summers. When the swallows didn't come back, I've kind of gone for broke. But it's definitely a big light gone out for me in my life. I did all the legal routes first, signed every petition, did some demonstrating, wrote to MPs, and then you just suddenly realise that you're just not making any difference whatsoever. So hearing about XR was amazing. Finally, an organisation that gets it and is prepared to act rather than making feeble protests that the powers that be ignore. I was more than willing to put my body on the line and risk a criminal record, whatever it takes. As XR seemed to lose its way a bit, I became active with Just Stop Oil.
What do we want?
Oil justice!
When do we want it? Now!
I felt that I had to put myself in the way of the relentless machine, which is economic growth, powered by fossil fuels.
Come and join us!
That's it. What's happening? You're going. My sister's going to have him. There's not many people will have you. Oh, my Bailey. I mean, last time I got all ready to be sent down, so I made sure somebody was ready to have the dog and the kids all knew and everything. It didn't happen. It could happen this time, but I'm not expecting it. All of us who actually are really aware of what is going on, we have to live a double life. We know it on some level, and yet we carry on as if it's not happening. I think except when you're actually on actions, that's the only time when I'm living authentically, living up to the reality of the crisis we're in. The rest of the time it's like living a normal life. I'm constantly pushing down the utter desperation of what we're seeing now in front of our eyes. And I do feel it, but I don't allow myself to fully feel it because it's, where do you put it? I'm lucky my kids are really supportive and all my family are. I mean, I've told them I'm doing it because I can and you can't. They don't need to have criminal records and got small children and jobs and stuff. So they're not in a position to take the risks I'm taking. But I can. Come on, Bailey, let's go.
Hello, Bailey!
You're nice.
So incredible!
Hello, Bailey.
I'm just going to see if there's any news from
see if
court.
there's any news from
Yeah.
3 of them were in today on the same charge, same day, sitting next to me in the road. So we'll see what the judge has said about them. Oh my God! Just got out, not guilty.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God!
So how many of them were found not guilty today?
I think it was 5 of them.
So that's going to be really hard the day after
It's
to
happened.
find you.
It's happened.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Well, that's just not right, is
No.
it? It can't be. The justice system doesn't seem just.
No.
We feel the same way about what's happening in politics, what's happening to our climate and everything else. But like you, we're really terrified about what's going to happen to our grandchildren and what are we leaving them. People just need to be out there in the front, just making people realise what the issues are.
Parliament Square seemed to me the perfect location for a protest. Only policy at the highest level can save our planet from the devastating ravages of a climate out of control now. The plan was to cause enough disruption and for long enough for it to be noticed by the press and the government. To leave the road and move to Parliament Square would have rendered us invisible.
We think that all entrances to P Square are blocked. If you can just give us a view of that, please.
Yeah, we've just put that on camera for you, and yes, they are.
The traffic was diverted and flowing through freely again, 18 minutes after we began our blockade. This would seem to me to be proportionate disruption, given the acute and immediate danger we're all in due to climate breakdown and the lack of action taken by our government.
Thank you.
The next stop will be Norwich.
I mean, I suppose Just Stop Oil was a last-ditch attempt to put a foot in the spoke of the machine, really.
What are you doing?
Oh, brace yourself.
Right, guys, you can get up, get out. That's your first warning.
That's what we're doing the government's work for them, which is protecting our families, protecting the planet, and just stopping fucking oil.
Thank you, Reverend.
By sitting in the road, physically stopping traffic briefly. Felt like the right thing to do. But the way they've cracked down on us, I said, I'd think again about doing it now. Which kind of means the government's won. Just got a message from the local Quaker group in Huddersfield, and they say that we'll be thinking of you and holding you in the light. So that's nice. One of the founder members of Extinction Rebellion is in my local Quaker group. He's got completely disillusioned because his mental health just completely crashed. He thinks Just Stop Oil use people like cannon fodder, really.
Welcome to this service for
What to do, really.
Street. We will be calling.
Fucking joke, that's what you are. You're a fucking joke. They put a little fucking.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Get him off!
Get off the fucking road! Other people agree with you, but you're causing an inconvenience to the public, and it's not right. It's not right. We'll take it to the parliament.
It is like being on a war footing, in that the fight is bigger than the individual.
Fucking little shit!
We've chosen to sacrifice ourselves in a way.
No tripping.
Do you have anything to say, Hannah?
Just stop oil.
Uploads!
Hands off him, don't drag, she's locked on! Hands off! Hands off! Under the cars!
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it?
This is something you don't realise when you're arrested. You are in a cell for a very long time. And unless you're really robust mentally, that is difficult. I can't go back at the moment because I don't feel emotionally resilient enough to go through that again.
We will shortly be arriving in Stratford. Any passengers leaving us here, please ensure that you have all present with you, and thank you for travelling with us today. Your next stop is Stratford.
Well, I suppose I'm getting to the point where I think, why do it really? We're already baked into 2 degrees, aren't we? I remember one brilliant Extinction Rebellion person on Newsnight saying, do you realise what 2 degrees looks like? That's all she kept saying, do you know what 2 degrees looks like? People have got no idea what it looks like. It won't be a livable planet. And I'm sorry to say it to you, because you guys are quite young and you're going to see it. Yeah. Maybe there's another crossing up there. But I just think you've got to do it, because if you didn't at least try, feel even worse. I suppose for me personally, to actually get the satisfaction of being recognised as being on the right side, I suppose that's the ego bit really. I feel I'm on the right side of history. All this capitalism, economic growth, destruction of the planet is not in my name. In the trial, we were found guilty, and I was charged £300 fine and given a 6-month conditional discharge, as were the other 3 who had tried with me. So after the actions in October, I felt I had to step back from direct action for a bit. And it's like stepping off the bus because all my comrades are now onward with the next action. And it does feel like I've been left behind. And it is quite lonely. Lots of activists get completely burned out. It's so difficult when you know you do all you can and it's nothing like enough. It never could be. And I'd love to offer them a place here just to come and do what I do and just be part of nature and just lose yourself in the moment. October 2022 was a massive mobilisation of Just Stop Oil. We targeted every establishment which was funding and enabling new oil. We caused massive disruption and blocked roads. There were hundreds and hundreds of arrests, and I've got 2 criminal convictions out of it. There were people sent to prison, and it got almost no publicity. And honestly, I think the impact has been absolutely zero. It just hasn't noticeably achieved anything. And I think disrupting normal people is actually counterproductive. I think we tried it and it didn't work, and it means we have to regroup and reconsider our tactics, I think. It's like, what the hell do we have to do? What else can we do? And that's obviously the question that's being asked at the moment. What next if that didn't have an impact? Because we can't stop. Stopping is not an option.